For the past few days, I have been searching the Hawaiian island for the perfect camping spot, and today I rode off into the jungle to find that spot on the beach, on the cliffs, and I almost get killed by a rogue wave. So today I am on a mission. I am on a mission to find beach access, something like this, that I can access where there's not a lot of people. This is a public park. It's in the neighborhood. It's one of several in the neighborhood. These parks are all over, but everybody knows about them. I'm trying to find the access to the coastline that nobody else either can access or knows about or whatever. I mean, if you look around, the coast is easy to find. It's really easy to find if you're in a boat. But getting to the coastline through the jungle without having to jump somebody's fence and go behind their house or chop your way through the jungle is pretty daggum difficult. And I've got some leads, I've found some places so far, and I'm going to explore those today. Like I said in the beginning, for the past few days, maybe a couple of weeks, I have been searching the island for the perfect camping spot. There's so much of the coastline that is accessible to the public. There's parks everywhere, and they're all beautiful like this. The problem that I have with them is they're typically covered up with people, because not everybody can live on the coast. It's kind of expensive to live on the coastline. But they do have these accessible points all along the coastline for people to enjoy. But I am looking specifically for something more, something that is quiet and peaceful, and there are no people. So I went off in search of that piece of jungle that's accessible. I can get to it on my motorcycle and get in and out without killing myself, and that's what I did. I went about 3/4 of the way to the coast, and I got down to some tricky spots, some slick stumps and some rocky points. I almost got killed by this rogue wave that just came in out of nowhere. Really wasn't expecting that. And apparently a lot of people die from this every year, getting swept off their feet with these rogue waves. I'm pretty sure that is why they issue the high surf advisories, is for idiots like me to get out and don't know how high the waves are coming. I was looking at the wet rocks. I knew the spray was coming over there. I just did not know that a wave was coming over the rock, and that's just about what happened there. That was a big wave, and I knew it when I saw it. I was like, that's a lot bigger than the other ones, but I was at a different angle, so I thought I was seeing something new. Anyway, I got my brand new waterproof boots wet because it went all in my boot. But just to give you an idea, the closest house I can see from here is probably 3/4 of a mile around the corner here. There's houses out here, but this is just so remote. I had to walk in. I had to leave my bike up there because I'm thinking this is my camping spot, because it doesn't look like there's anybody out here. Except I do see a drink bottle here. Not just that, but there's all kinds of nice gentle slopes around here. And trees. I could hang my hammock anywhere in here. This would be a good overnight spot. The getting in and getting out thing is going to be a little bit difficult, but just the main road I came in on is pretty busy. I mean, for a end of the world dirt road, gravel road, it's pretty busy. There's probably, there could be 30 cars an hour coming through there, which is really quite shocking. I'm gonna venture on down here and see what else I can find before I turn around, just to kind of give me a lay of the land. This is freaking awesome. This is more beautiful than I'd even hoped. And I know that there's a farm or something. There's a house around the corner, but it's probably way up on the field. We got flags out here, I guess, to keep people from coming in this side of the property. Check this out. 100% sure, but I think the surf is going to be accessible. I mean, there's black sand all around me, so obviously, well, this kind of looks like maybe this is high tide right here. Could be, because that's a lot of wet sand, so it's possible I could come back down here and fish. I'm just not really sure. Let me leave some tracks. I'm trying to geolocate where I'm at so I can see where everybody else is over here. Because there's several farms, I just don't know how many of them are inhabited. This was a tip. I stopped at one of the few places that you could clearly get back at least into the jungle. I stopped at one of the few places, which is the entrance off of this road, this gravel road, beach road. How about that? I stopped there a week and a half ago, and I was looking at my maps and GPS, trying to figure out where I was, what was out here. And a dude pulled up and told me he had looked at this property. And he was, I think they were from San Francisco. Anyway, he had looked at this property, and he said it's beautiful. It's a ways in there. It's a good ways walking in there, but you should go check it out. I'm sure the property owner would not mind you coming in here. I told him I was looking for a fishing spot. He said, yeah, they wouldn't mind. So, I mean, I would mind if people leave crap around, but maybe that's part of what I do is come back down in here and clean the place up. It's not that dirty. Obviously, there's not a lot of people coming in here. Anyway, yeah, this will be rugged for the bike, so I may just leave my bike where it is from now on when I come out here. But I'm going to be coming out here. Unless somebody tells me I can't. And even then, I might still. You know, I could get my bike down in here, but it's not that rugged. Or at least get it to this point. It's a pretty big drop off right there. That might put a wrench in the works. Man, it's so beautiful up here. It's so quiet and there's no people, which is what I'm looking for. And I'm looking for coastal access. So if I can get in here and get out without killing myself and do some camping, it's a great place to get away from people. At least that's my thoughts. Because the coastline, every other coastal access that I've seen so far is just covered with people. I mean, some days are better than others, but most of the time you go to anything before dark, anything you go out there, if there's 20 acres of park, there's 20 or 30 people out there or more. So if you haven't figured out by now what I just said, this is my camping spot. It was even more amazing than I had realized, and that's kind of the typical thing now, is you expect something and it's always something so much more. But you will see more of me camping, moto-camping, and riding around in this area in the future. Hopefully, maybe even catching some fish. So stay tuned.